Hello, today's day 5, the 5th of December, and the title for today's devotion or Advent countdown is Righteousness Restored. And we hear again, like yesterday, how God does things differently to how we would expect or we would do them. The verse for today comes from Romans 3, verse 23, and it says, "For everyone, all have sinned, and we all fall short of the glory of God, and we are justified, we are made right by his grace as a gift through the redemption that is in Jesus." And at Christmas we celebrate the righteous one, Jesus. Righteous just means right before God, perfect. We celebrate Jesus coming to make us right before God, as if we hadn't sinned. And that's what the peace at Christmas is about, peace with God. We have peace with God. We like to and are hardwired to earn things, aren't we? We like to do stuff, to earn stuff, and feel like we've earned it. And we struggle with things that aren't earned. I remember turning to Jude one day in the car, and I looked at him and I just said, "I love you." And he looked back at me and said, "Why?" He was 6 years old, and even from an early age, we are hardwired into earning things. But that's not the case with God. With God, he says, "You can't earn this rightness with me. No matter what you do, you will never be right before me. You've sinned. All have sinned. All have fallen short. But I can do this. I can make you right." In 2 Corinthians 5, we read, "For our sake, God made him," Jesus, "to be sin, who knew no sin, that we might become the righteousness of God." God came in righteousness, in perfection, without sin, and he took on our sin and took it to the cross, the ultimate end of sin and death, and died for us so that we could know righteousness, have a clean slate. I love the story of a guy who took his Rolls Royce on a ship across to Europe to travel around Europe. And as he was going around Europe, the Rolls Royce broke down. So he telegrammed Rolls Royce, said, "What shall I do? The car's broke down." So they shipped out a mechanic and the parts, fixed his car, and he carried on with his holiday. And when he got home, he wrote to them, worried about how much it was going to cost. "How much do I owe you for this?" And he received a letter back saying, "Dear sir, we cannot find any record in all of our files that a Rolls Royce ever broke down." Clean slate. That's what God says when he looks at us. He says, "I can see no record of any sin," when he sees Jesus' righteousness given to us. And that's the good news at Christmas. Peace with God, right before God.